So what we've put together here is a web tool. If you go to voicebox.blacklightsolutions.com, that helps you develop that prompt you're trying to develop. And so if you want to stress the calm versus not calm or excited, formal versus informal, witty uh, versus the other thing. Maybe go a little more casual here. How assertive you are, what your brand voice description is, and you can put whatever makes sense for your brand in here. So you say, we are an educational uh, culture, and yada yada yada. Here we can start putting things in like pragmatic. Uh, and we might say things that are specifically related to some of the things I've talked about here or other things that involve our expertise. We might kind of highlight how humorous we are here. We believe in being authentic and humorous. And these have to be your brand. I mean, we don't ever let's say exaggerate or claim more than we can do, or recommend ourselves over, let's say, someone we believe could do better. Maybe whatever I'm doing here. I guess I'm creating a very humble brand. Sounds on point. And we go phrases to avoid. Maybe we say we don't want to use the phrase disruptive. I personally get kind of annoyed when people overuse that. And then we've either got source text here, or you can go up to the top and say generate from scratch. But if you generate from scratch, it will ask you for the topic that it's going to generate. So let's just try generating an email here. And, I'll go in here and say, I would love to talk about the plans for next year and see if our services might be a fit for consulting or project implementation. Just kind of going through this quickly here, and then our audience is a CEO who is busy and doesn't understand technology, and then include. Okay, and then I go get my OpenAI key, and there's a little help on here if you want to be able to go get that. And then from here, if we wanted to include an image, we could do that. But right now, I'm just going to run this stress test and take a look at how it outputs. So it's generating a prompt based on everything that I've said here. And if I want to, while this is running, I can actually go out and save this configuration. So if I come back here, I don't have to go do this all over again. And here, rewrote my email, with this voice included. It includes here the summary of it. You get the prompt brief, and then if you want, hey, I hope this message finds you well. I would actually like to don't put that there. That's just kind of something I don't do, but this is just for an example. I wanted to reach out to discuss our plans for the upcoming year. It would be great to see if our consulting services or project implementation could align with your needs. Sounds pretty humble generally, but you could have done something maybe more assertive. You can play around with these settings and see how it comes out until your messages are coming out with the right tone. That's what we were trying to accomplish here, is to give you a quick sandbox so that then you can turn around to ChatGPT, you can turn around to Predis, you can go to Canva, any of these tools that use a prompt in order to create this kind of messaging or to create content for you, so that you have one recommended prompt for your business that your entire team could use. And that was the point. Look, I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've gotten something out of it, and I hope you're learning from it. Feel free to go read the article. And yeah, I think that I would say, just in summary, experimenting with these tools is great. I don't think that the tools are bad. I see people posting on LinkedIn all the time with their frustrations about what I did here and what AI did there. And I just really feel like the problem is not that these tools are bad. The problem is that businesses need help preserving their voice judgment and restraint, and us too. And as we learn how to do that better, I want to share those learnings because, fundamentally we're trying to grow a small business. And I hope that in sharing that, you get something out of this too.